Black hoodie, black Timbs, black leather jacket, sun beating on my black skin. Black queen with me say the black of the bird, make a spectacular church. No, I got more buttons than a blackbird. Push them all, trying to evolve and break out of black holes.
We recording? Oh shit, we recording. Listen, man, I wanted to look official with a nice little microphone, but this shit just make me feel like I got balls in my hand. I'm gonna have to deal with it, so I'm gonna just keep going. But let me start y'all off with a story. So I didn't know I was really doing something until somebody else told me. And what I mean by that, like real talk, y'all know I've been directing and stuff, doing a little this and that and the third. So I've been doing that. And to me, you know, I really felt like I wasn't doing anything. I was just doing something just to do it because I love to do it. And you know, I've been posting it on social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all that, this, that, and the third. So people that never even respond to me, or I ain't even know they existed, or I ain't know they knew I existed, they started liking my stuff. And so I realized, you know, I was doing something when people started to tell me, like, hey, look here, you doing it. And I'm like, what am I doing? You doing it now. Don't question me. And so a female, she hit me up recently, and I don't even know who she is. To this day, I don't know who she is because I never replied. She said, hey. And I was like, who the hell is this? But I didn't say that. I just read it and kept it on read. And I read that shit again because she sent another message. And guess what that shit said? Y'all, just guess. It said, Jeanyuses are very churlish. See, y'all don't get it yet. But welcome to my podcast. This day's my podcast, Churlish Jeanyus. That's what hence the joke come from. Churlish Jeanyus. I will be broadcasting live every goddamn Thursday. It won't be live, but you know, I'm gonna put one out every Thursday. I'm gonna try to have at least 50 episodes. If I get love, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna take calls in. So if you want to call 1-800-377. Shit, I messed up the goddamn number. Is 1-800-777-3776. Alright? So if you want to get your calls in, you call. And I will be having special guests on my podcast as well, so y'all can debate with me. Y'all can sit here and talk to me, tell y'all stories, what I'm gonna be telling, and we're gonna have some fun. So what I like to start y'all off with, you know, social media has been big talking about this Bruno Mars character, right? And this girl, she posted a video calling Bruno Mars a culture appropriator. For those who might not know what a culture appropriator is, I'm gonna break it down to you. A culture appropriator is somebody that simply takes the culture and uses it as theirs. That's a culture appropriator. Cause I had to look that shit up. I didn't know what the fuck appropriator meant. So I was like, okay, let me look this shit up before I start arguing my point. And before I start arguing my point, I'm gonna let y'all listen to the goddamn footage. And here we go.
I hate Bruno Mars. Everybody knows that I fucking hate Bruno Mars. Like, if Bruno Mars died tomorrow, I would bake a fucking cake. Like, I hate this guy. The reason why I fucking hate Bruno Mars is because, like, yes, Bruno Mars 100% is a cultural appropriator. He is racially ambiguous.
Before we go even farther, how the fuck do you start off with an argument talking about you hate somebody? That's biased as fuck. Like, you can't argue a fact but say that you hate that person. That's already stating that you biased against that person. So we're gonna keep on going before I even cuss this hoe out. I ain't gonna call her no hoe because I don't know her, but she's a hoe.
Is racially ambiguous. He is not black at all, and he plays up his racial ambiguity to be able to do what Jeanyus says.
Fact, Bruno Mars is not black. Everybody knows that. The man is fairly bright skinned. He has a Jewish afro. The goddamn you can tell he's Polynesian or Hawaiian or some goddamn shit. So she just stating out obvious facts right now, talking about the man is not black. Of course he's not. God damn it.
Genres and go into different places. And you guys are bringing up Michael Jackson. Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that Michael Jackson now in this day and age will be able to get to the point that he got to previously.
Facts.
And I'm huge.
Not just her being stupid, the person that's recording saying facts is pretty out of there as well, talking about facts when everyone knows that Michael Jackson could have breezed through this era. He had a hard time back then because they wasn't playing black people on the radio. They wasn't playing black people on goddamn MTV. And he was the first black person to have a music video on MTV. So you telling me if it was hard for him to get on MTV then, he wouldn't breeze through this era? Fuck out of here.
Part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their black music and their black culture from a non-black face. And you have, so I'm talking, so you can because I'm talking right now. And in a lot of different ways.
This bitch got an attitude.
And in a lot of different ways, we have artists now that are much more willing to step into quote-unquote black genres that were not willing to do it when, like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to be in black music. Black music was seen a certain type of way. We've reached a point now where hip-hop recently surpassed rock and roll as the most listened to genre in the United States. Black American culture has reached a certain point in this time period that it was not at when Michael Jackson was popping. Like, people had to campaign to get Michael Jackson's videos played on MTV. We are not in that same time period right now, so that's even a false equivalency to even try to bring up Michael Jackson's career and compare that to Bruno Mars. And I also want to say that Bruno Mars is not an original artist in the same way that Michael Jackson was an original artist, in the same way that Prince was an original artist. What Bruno Mars does is he takes pre-existing work and he just completely, word for word, recreates it, extrapolates it. He does not change it.
God damn it, this girl has got to be the most idiotic person I know when it comes to rapping, doing hip-hop, doing music, period. That shit is called sampling. You sample music and you make it your own. It's paying homage to the person that came before you, and that's what Bruno Mars does. Hint, Uptown Funk, which he paid homage to Uptown Records. And with the song with Cardi B, I always forget the goddamn name, Finesse, he paid homage to In Living Color on the goddamn music video. And if you paying homage, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Cause I'm gonna just stop the video cause she gonna piss me off. But if you paying homage, I don't see nothing wrong with taking the culture because everybody does it. I eat tacos. Tacos wasn't made by black people. It was made by Mexican people. If you calling him a culture appropriator, I must be one too. You must be one too. First of all, her name on goddamn YouTube is Sensei. Sensei don't come from black people. So you taking somebody else's culture. You know what? Here's where we take a caller. Call me at 1-800-777-3776. We are taking callers right about now. Caller, what's your name and where you from? Hello? Did I get through? Shh. Turn that down. Did I get through? Alright, this nigga playing on my phone. Let's go to the next caller. Caller, what's your name and where you from? Say, dog, this little G from A-Leaf. And I would like to say, I really do disagree with her. She had some valid points, but the rest of it didn't sit well with me. I agree with you, and I rock with you, and I like what you're doing. You keep it up, but her, I don't know what she talking about. Alright, now. Hey, appreciate that, little G. We we rocking from Houston, Texas. You know, we holding it down. I'm glad you rock with me, and I'm glad you agree with me. I mean, even though she had her opinion, everybody has their own opinion, but the bitch is wrong. Okay. Next caller, what's your name and where you from?
Hi, my name is Tyler, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. And I do agree with her for some aspect of what she was saying, because she really did have some valid points. Even though I'm not black, I do feel like he's taken from the culture that the black people have put out.
This man is crazy.
For you to have this kind of platform and you not taking up for your niggers, I feel like you're some kind of bigot yourself. And this platform should be taken away from you very soon. Because you're not even taking up for your own time. I don't understand. What are you doing?
Hey, let's get this man off the goddamn call. Let's get your ass off the call, man. He over there calling people niggas and shit. I don't know what the fuck wrong with this man. But you know what? We just gonna drop that conversation. We gonna go into the next topic. My next topic of discussion. You know what? I feel like everybody has been through it. It's called heartbreak. Man, let me tell y'all about my first heartbreak. It was not too goddamn long ago. Probably like 8 months ago. Yeah, I had my heart broke. And it was hard to get through it. And I gained weight while I was in the goddamn relationship. And as I gained weight, I'm pretty sure she started to lose interest in me because I was the fat motherfucker. And she broke up with me. She found somebody else. She found somebody else on my bitch ass. And I couldn't do nothing but cry. It's funny now, but at the time I was hurt, you know. And everybody been through it. I ain't know what to do. I ain't know who to turn to. I was kind of depressed. I started to realize that you know, is a lot of fish in the sea. And when I say fish, I mean pussy. That mean that mean when you leave one fish, you go to the next fish. So red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Yeah. So when you get your heart broken, just to let you know, there is more fish in the sea. All right, you just throw out that rod and you wait for like 8 months and you reel that next fish in. Okay, and it might be fresher than the last fish. You never know. I can't tell you that, but from my experience, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah. So if you out there heartbroken right now, these are some words for you. Let me tell you what to do. You get on your knees, both knees, humbly as you can, and you put both of your hands together, and you make, like, you know, the praying hands. You make the praying hands, and you look down, bow your head, and you close your eyes, right? And you start to pray. And when you get up, after you finish praying, the first words you say is, fuck that bitch! Alright? Fuck that bitch. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that bitch. Fuck all these hoes, alright? You don't be stressing over nobody. Get your money, get your bread, and worry about what the hell you gonna do the next day, because God has made it a blessing for your ass to wake up. You worrying about your goddamn heart being broke by a motherfucker that don't even worry about you? Man, go do what your motherfucking ass gotta do, because God gave you another day to be living, and you worry about a bitch or a nigga, man. Alright, that's words from the wise. And before we go, we gonna end it off with some more calls. Call me at 1-800-777-3776. That's 1-800-777-3776. Call me now. Caller, what's your name and where are you from? Where are you from?
Hi, my name is Taylor.
Oh,
Hey, what's going on? This is Lamar from the Bird, and I was just letting you know that I do rock with you, cuz.
hey, appreciate that.
You got this platform for you, and you're doing it. I've been rocking with you since you've been directing, and I can see it going far for you. And I don't know you personally, but I just like what you're doing. All these black people that's doing what they want to do and that they love to do, I like seeing that. So if you keep on doing you, and I'm sure it's gonna work out for you. That's all I want to say. I ain't got no story though, but I appreciate you for letting me call and letting me get through.
Hey, appreciate that, man. I like to hear when people rocking with me, even though this the first podcast. You know, there's more to come. This one not that long because I ain't got nobody to, talk to me. So I'm just talking to the camera. And yeah, let's take another call. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
You trade from our producers. And son, when I first seen your stuff, I ain't really like it. Somebody really put me on. And I ain't like what you was doing. But I see you doing a podcast and how you taking the calls and stuff. Yeah, and I like that. I like that because I don't really see no podcasts like I hear like that. And if you keep on doing what you're doing, I promise it's gonna take off, son. Like I said, you gonna have some haters, but you can turn them haters into believers like you did me, son. And I rock with you. I rock with you real tough now. But at first I didn't. But you keep on doing what you're doing, you put some more people, I'm gonna put some people on you too. So if you put some more people on your podcast and you talk to them, I promise you won't take off. I promise you.
Hey, like I said, we got guests coming soon. So y'all just tune in to my podcast. You know, I like doing what I'm doing. I like directing. I like talking to people. I like talking shit. This platform, this podcast is for me to talk shit about anything. You know, get money, fuck bitches. This stupid girl that called, I ain't gonna call her stupid. This opinionated female that called Bruno Mars a culture appropriator. Next time, call yourself a culture appropriator. Cause I know me. I like toilet tissue. I believe toilet tissue was made by white people. And we culturized it by black people. We started wiping our ass, and I like my ass clean. So next time you call somebody outside of your race a culture appropriated, think about what the hell you're doing. Okay? And if your heart broke out there, like I said, fuck that bitch. Fuck that nigga. Get your money. It's more fish in the sea. And there's more dingaling to catch it. That's just being honest. So, Churlish Jeanyus, we out.